Yo, 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 guys, never fall here. I just had ace king in this hand, by the way, so I would have lost. And I called, I was getting 3-1 on my money with ace king. So just, showing again, when I have a big hand, it won't hit, and there's no way for me to win when a guy gets every out in the deck. He had a flush draw, queen high, he had everything in the book. There's no way that guy's leaving the hand. So I wasn't bluffing there. Let's see, 2-1 implied odds, 2-1. Look, guys, is it another strange coincidence that when I'm in a hand, the board pairs and it has a flush draw? Is that any kind of weird coincidence that we see every single time that I play one of these and tell you guys the patterns? Nope, not a strange coincidence at all, my friends. So once again, Google the YouTube video of the CEO of this site talking about bots, and tell me on the comment section if you think he looks like he's a trustworthy guy, if you think he sounds trustworthy, if you think that he is responding to the questions asked in a trustworthy manner, if his mannerisms are in any way trustworthy. And being a poker player who is live, any of you who play live, you should be able to read body language pretty well. Tell me what you think about this guy's body language. Then tell me if he looks like a guy you would trust with $1 of your money. So 3-9 offsuit. How often do we see this, guys? Is this just part of my dealing loop? I think by now that we know it is. I think by now we've seen enough of my tournaments to see that I get dealt 3-9 offsuit way more than I get dealt king-jack offsuit, right? It's the same possibility between getting dealt the same two cards, but we've seen it, guys. You see the dealing loop. This isn't random. It's a set dealing loop. That's what it is, guys. You better know it. You better understand it, because it's true. And when it happens to you, you're going to be wondering what the hell. The people who win are babysat. You need to understand that. They have advantages. Ask yourself many questions. I say it in every video. If you owned this site, would you let your loved ones play here? The answer is, of course you would. Of course you would let your loved ones play here. Would you charge any of them? Your friends, your family, your loved ones? Of course you wouldn't. Would you in fact give them unlimited free plays on here? Of course you would. None of you could say any other different way. If you were the owner of this site and your wife, girlfriend, husband, loved one, children, if they were of age and wanted to play on this site and they asked you for free plays, you would give it to them. You own the site. You can do whatever you want. So if you're going to try to tell me that next to me at any cash game table isn't a friend or someone who knows the owner of this site or a friend of a higher up in the site, come on, dude. They know. All of this stuff is fixed, man. Keep asking yourself all these questions, man. And ladies and gentlemen, ask yourself which casino in the entire world is going to match your deposit bonus. Any of them? Are any of them going to match your deposit bonus? If you walk into the Mirage, the Bellagio, the MGM Grand, the Taj Mahal, are any of them, if you walk in with $1,000, going to go, oh yeah, we'll match that? Not one of them. Not one of those casinos. You're not even likely to get a room comped for $1,000. So you can't tell me when these sites are offering deposit bonuses that they don't know they're going to get it right back. They know they're getting it back. They know exactly what they're doing. There's a reason there's a $100 withdrawal limit on this site, man. No one's going to reach that. The people who reach that are friends with the people who own this site. Straight up. Nobody else. Somebody's got to win, dude. And if you think it's not the friends of the owner of this site or people he knows, you're out of your mind. That's who's winning here, guys. People that the CEO knows. Friends of his. Dudes he grew up with. Homies. And if you think it's any different, if you think you were the owner, it'd be any different, you're lying to yourself. You are absolutely lying to yourself. If you could freaking put out these cards to deal them any way you wanted, dude, because you're on an Indian reservation and the site is in Costa Rica and nobody could ever do anything about what you were doing, Why wouldn't you do it? So ace 5 under the gun, you know, sure, you'd love to play it, but dude, it's under the gun. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about, guys. Look at my dealing loop. Look at it. Do I get premier hands? I don't, guys. And when I do, you've seen what happens. It loses. I've lost every single coin flip in every tournament that I have posted, you guys. Only one of my tournaments did not get posted, and that's because for some reason last night this site would not let me video record any of the tournaments that I was trying to record, so I had to actually reinstall this website, reinstall my video screen viewer to get it to actually work. So not strange that somehow magically I've never had a problem with that screen viewer, and all of a sudden, as soon as I put up a video on YouTube, it magically doesn't work. And also ask yourself, why aren't there more videos on America's Card Room? And there's tons of them on PokerStars. Tons. I mean, you could watch weeks of videos on people saying PokerStars is rigged. There's definitely something going on where, you know, videos aren't able to be captured by this site. You have to, you know, uninstall the file that is blocking this site, you know, uses to block you from recording it. It basically acts like the table is not even there on your screen. As far as your screen viewer is concerned, the table isn't there when they, you know, put in their little hack. And if you don't believe that's true, it is. I know it happened, you know. This is a brand new PC that I'm playing on, brand spanking new. There's no viruses on it, no type of malware, none of that stuff on this computer. There's no reason it should crash. And dude, last night it was crashing every single time I played anything on this site. I'm a problem for this site, definitely. I'm not going to stand idly by and watch this site stomp on people. They're not going to take any more of the profit that I made. You know, I was up over 100% return on investment on this site, and then they took 40% of it on ridiculous beats, and I just stopped playing for their real money. Now I'm just out to show their rigged up dealing system. You know, and this way I can show you with zero risk. So that's what's up. That's what I'm gonna show here. In the meantime, I'm also building my live game, you know, skill, because I'm just basically learning discipline to fold trash. Because that's all I get. Look, guys, 3-4. You've seen it. How many times do I get dealt 3-4 in all of these tournaments? You know? And look, I mean, 3-4, do you think it's good here? If you think 3-4 is good here, you're wrong. Just so you know. 3-4 is not good here, my friends. See? It's not magic that I know this stuff, guys. Anyway, so here we are, 6-8 in the big blind. Anything look familiar here, guys, about my hands and how I have to play this tournament? How will I ever get a stack like this with these hands that don't ever hit? Even if I were to push all in the exact, you know, most pristine moment that you possibly could, there's no money to be made because I always lose. So, you know, here, 6-8, I'm all in. The blinds are 15 and 30. What do you do, dude? You fold. A good player folds. You know? And I don't want to hear about taking risks and blah, blah, blah. You know, no crap you need to take risks. Look at my hands, guys. Just look at it. 3-7 suited. You know, take a look at what I'm dealt. This isn't real poker. Good hands come to players. And they don't always lose when you get them, you know. But that's just how this site goes. And this actually, you know, I've seen basically 2 different dealing programs that are the handicap dealing programs. They go 2 different ways. They go with this dealing program where it is nothing, 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 all garbage, all garbage, all garbage. And I've shown that dealing program. And then in the big blind, with around 10 times the big blind, you'll get a pocket pair ace 10, or ace jack. Not anything different. Pocket eights or less, ace jack or ace 10. It's guaranteed. It's just how it goes. I know this site. I know how it works. You know, I've lost every coin flip that I've played in any tournament I've played. A coin flip is a coin flip because it's 50-50. I should, by percentage, at least have won one of those by now. You know, unless I win the next 6 straight, you know what I mean? It's not a coin flip. So again, it's skewed. The math is not correct. I don't care what anybody says about this site. The math is not correct. It is in no way, shape, or form a fair dealing system that is random. So this guy has a pocket pair here, a low pocket pair. I told you, see, 5-5. And you know how I knew that? Because he had less than 10 times the big blind in the big blind. And I told you it before he popped it over. Before he popped it over, I said this guy has a pocket pair. That's, if I can predict that stuff to you guys, that is absolutely not in any sort of way somebody who is playing a random deal. How do I know that there, you guys? How do I know dude has a pocket pair there? Out of a 4-handed, 5-handed, he has a low baby pocket pair. How do I know? How do I know this in every video I show you guys? You know how I know? Because this is fixed. Okay, Amen's in the big blind, so he probably has ace 10 or ace jack here. He has less than 10. Actually, he's still, yeah, he probably ace 10, ace jack. No? Okay. All right. I was wrong on that one. But yeah, he needs to have around 10 times-ish the big blind, which he did, but next round on his big blind, he'll get an all-in hand, where he must push all in, unless he does it beforehand. So this might be like, I don't know, I'm not going to try to predict everybody's stuff, because I can't predict it all the time, but I definitely knew that guy had a pocket pair, for sure. And I told you guys, I showed you it. See that though? He thought, you know, he was good. He did the right thing and he lost. You know, that's just how it is. Look who wins. The big stack just, this is how it goes. There is an advantage that goes to this huge stack. That's how it goes. This is all literally directed to deal straight into this guy's stack. 100%, guys. So 4-1 on my money, or 3-1 on my money with Jack 6. You know, not the greatest hand, but I'm getting nothing, you guys. You know, and what am I going to do here? I can't call off all my chips with Jack high. I was hoping to get 3-1, see a flop, you know. But what am I going to do? So 9-5, I'm folding that obviously to an all-in. Nope. And see, I'm telling these guys, if they watch it, I flipped it. Nope. Fuck. Hey guys, never fall. What's cracking, party people? All right, just gonna show you. I think this is tournament number 4. Yeah, tournament number 3. I made a move with Queen Jack. Maybe I shouldn't have, but hey, you know, I'm gonna post it up there anyway, just to kind of show what happens in tournaments. And I don't want to show just the ones that are screwy. And if I make a mistake, I'll show it. It's not a problem. So this will be tournament 4, video 4 of my series of videos, America's Card Rig. So let me start off by saying what I always say. Check out the video on YouTube of the CEO talking about bots online, and just take a look at the guy, the CEO of this company, and you tell me if he looks like a guy who is trustworthy, if he sounds like a guy who's trustworthy, if his mannerisms are indicative of a guy who's trustworthy, and if any way you would trust him with any amount of your money. And just let me know in the comment section. Okay, another thing I want to ask you guys is very simply, if you have ever gone into a casino and spent $1,000, $100, $25 even, and had the casino match that amount of money. So similar to how you are told that you will get your deposit matched by this site, right? They promise that, okay? So think about that for a second, guys. Really break that down in your minds, okay? When you deposit, this site gets absolutely not a dollar from you, okay? How do they get their money? They get it from tournament buy-ins, and they get it from rake, okay? The bigger the rake, the more money they make. Is that correct, or is that not? That is 100% fact, my friends. That's how, poker rooms that are live poker rooms like Commerce Casino in LA, that's how they make their money, off of rake and tournament buy-ins. They have a couple Pai Gow tables and, other types of, card games that you can play in Commerce Casino, but it's all based on rake and tournament buy-ins, okay? So, you might play against a dealer, I don't know if they have blackjack or not. I don't play blackjack. It's set up for the house to win. Even if you can count cards, the advantage isn't big enough, or as big as it is in poker. Anyway, just for Commerce Casino, for example, if you go there, they're not matching your deposit bonus, dude. You know what they're doing? They're gonna give you food, which is the same thing as the combat points we get here. You know what I mean? That's what Commerce Casino gives you. They don't give you money and the combat points. So you have to ask yourself, dude, if they get no money on deposit and every player on here were to relinquish that $25 bonus, just if they deposited 25 bucks, if every player who deposited here was able to play enough poker and be good enough to actually play through all of those points that they need to actually get their, okay, so let me pause that thought for a second. Ace Queen suited, okay. I have a blind push for absolutely no money, 60 chips here. People can say you should call here. It's 2-to-1 on my money, I get that, but we have a full raise, okay, and let me explain this hand. Into an empty pot, okay, and then this guy's 1500, so it's my tournament life on ace high, okay. If you're a believer in that ace high is good here, you're gonna lose a lot of money with a queen kicker. I just have to tell you, and look what's gonna come around here, dude. I'm not gonna win the hand. Do you see that, guys? Do you see the laydown, the hero laydown I have to make in the tournament because I know that I'm not going to win there, for sure. And look what would have beaten me. That is the kind of shit I'm talking about. When I'm a 70 to 30 favorite, I lose, dude. That weaker ace would have beat me. Sorry guys, I took a little luckily I'm break not, for a second. This is why I'm showing every hand in the tournament. Luckily I'm not a donkey and I don't call off my tournament. One of my other videos to a player at this table. But look who wins. Look who's stacking the chips. Just like in every tournament, I say it every time. The donkey stacks the chips, dude. Not the good player. Not the player who's playing this shit right, dude. Excuse the language, I'm trying. So a7, you know. And I think in one of my next videos, I'm gonna go for the win. You know what I mean? Do things that would actually be, you know, more on the lag end, where I'm gonna start playing some more hands that are marginal, and just, you know, anytime I have any type of playable anything and the situation permits it, I'm just gonna go with it. You know, I'm not going to force stuff, but I mean, you know, if there's no raise behind me and I have 6-7 suited, I'm going to raise and do things that I would do live regardless of knowing whether it's going to hit or not. I'm just going to do it to show you guys what would happen, you know. So, Queen 3 offsuit, how, you know, you guys, I just don't know how else to say it really, you know what I mean? I don't know how else we can go about, you know, talking about how my cards are dealt. Queen 3, you know, how often do I see this hand, you guys? Queen 3 and 9 deuce and 3-4. 9-3. I see it way more than I see King Jack. I'm just using that one hand as an example. King Jack. How often do I see King Jack? Never. Just never. And I really think that there's certain hands that I just will not see because those are the hands that are set up to win. Look at the hands that I don't get. You've seen it. If you've watched all these tournaments, there's a ton of hands that I haven't gotten yet. Have you ever seen me get pocket jacks in any of these tournaments? Not once. Have you ever seen pocket aces in any of these tournaments? Not once. Have you ever seen pocket kings in any of these tournaments? Not once. You've seen pocket tens one time in 7 tournaments and I lost to 2 overs. You've seen pocket queens one time in 7 tournaments and I lost to quad 3s, right? Aside from that, what have I gotten? The next best hand that I have seen is pocket 8s, and that's in another one of my videos. And what happens there? I lose to 2 overs. It's just, you know, you can't win at poker when it's rigged for you to lose, guys. Pocket 8s is the next best hand. I mean, I literally, when you can name every hand you've seen that's a good hand in 7 tournaments, dude, it's rigged. 7-8 offsuit, out of position. So, you know, I just don't know how many more ways I can describe it to you guys before, you know, someone is like, wow, dude. This is pretty, you know, it's pretty insane that you can predict exactly what's going to happen to you in the big blind here. You know what I mean? So, this is another one of those times, you know, as soon as those blinds hit 100, I know what's coming in my big blind. It's a get you out of the tournament situation. This has nothing to do with how well you play. This is basically predetermined, basically. And what I mean by that is, like, look at the way I play. Like, I could literally fold a bunch of stuff, you know what I mean? And there's spots I could pick up chips, but there is a destiny here that is going to, you know, and look what I said. I'm in the big blind with 11 times the big blind with a push situation here, right? So it happens every single time, guys. This is where you have to push. This guy raises way out of position. He's got a huge stack. If I go against him, he's calling any single bet. I'm going to go one more round because I don't think ace-3 is going to win the hand, you know. Even though I should push there, and like I said, I will play a tournament where I'm going to do everything that, you know, I would do live in a tournament at every point in time, you know what I'm saying? But it's very hard to do it on this site because I'm not dealt the cards the same way live as I'm dealt here, you know. 6-9 in the small blind, guys, Is any of this stuff, you can't play poker when you don't get hands, you know? And this is what I call the go away deal. This is the dealing program they put on an account that they just absolutely want to go away. And that's for two reasons. A, I'm a great player, and B, I am making big noise about how rigged up this is, So there's a situation, maybe I play that or whatever. I'm just busy talking to you guys, so again, I'm not going to play how I would normally play. I might have played that. I didn't see the raise or anything. It's kind of more busy talking about what's going on here. So see here, I'd love to raise on the button, but this dude's calling any bet. So my only choice is all in or fold at this point. So yeah, baby doll. Yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, I mean, not really much you can do when you just have no chip power, and the blinds are you're always in a position where you have 10 times the big blind. I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna show you guys. Couple tournaments, I'm just gonna throw caution to the wind and say F their dealing system and just show you what I would do. No? Amazing. See that, guys? I don't even know what else to say. Like, to be able to predict that stuff the way I did, even in type there, you know what I mean? In real time, you go back up here and you know that it's going to lose. Look at video 4. Let's go back and check video 4 and look at how the exact, literally with the exact same hands it happened. Is it not? I mean, you know what I'm saying, guys? I don't know what else to tell you. So let's chalk up the record now while we're on this break. The very best hands that I have ever had in this game, right? Queens twice have lost both times. Okay? In 7 tournaments, I have the only premier hand that I've never had ace king suited ever in any 7 tournaments. Never had aces, never had kings, never had jacks. I've had queens 2 times in 7 tournaments. And I mean, dude, I'm lasting 40 minutes in this one, 50 in another one, 38 in the other one. I'm lasting in these tournaments as long as I can possibly last. And to not see any hands, come on, guys. At some point, you guys got to watch these videos and go, wow, dude, it's no lie. This stuff really is rigged up, dude. It really is, The only people who would deny that are the people who it's rigged to win for. That's it. So please watch my vids, dude. I just don't know what else to say, really, guys. I got 725 left. You guys know I'm not coming back. You've seen them. I showed what I wanted to show with this video. You know, I'm putting my own title on it called the Double Up Negative, which is exactly what it is. They doubled me up with, they've done it twice now. If it's not that 10 times the big blind must push scenario that I've showed in 3 tournaments, it's been the double me up with 1 monster pair, and then the very next monster pair, take it all away. You know, I don't know what else to say. You know, that guy's all in with ace 4 there. What, you know, he spikes 2 aces. How else do you win, guys? So, you know, I play queens the first time and I'm up against quad 3s, and then the second time I play him, I'm up against trip aces or whatever the guy, I don't even, all I saw was the trip aces, and that was all I needed to see, man. I knew I wasn't getting my queen out. I will never spike that 2 out or 3 outer, dude. Never. I'm not protected that way the way they were. They are. 2 pairs. He had aces and queens. Oh no, I'm sorry, I had 2 pairs aces and queens, and he had 3 of a kind aces with his ace 4. You know, guys, watch the tourneys. I've only left 1 tournament out, and it was because the recorder would not let me record it, and it was actually my best video. I didn't, you know, normally I'll say I'll get ace jack, ace 10, or a pocket pair in the big blind here. On that particular video that is just gone, when ACR was, you know, disconnecting me all last night, I couldn't keep the video up. And you know, anyway, I had to shut down my computer because it froze in the middle of ACR, and I couldn't save the video. But I literally predicted the end of a tournament so accurately. I was like, in the big blind here, I will get ace jack or ace 10, and that's exactly what happened. And that would have been my 4th tournament that I could have showed that I was guessing the correct thing in the big blind on my 4th tournament. But I don't need to show much, you know what I mean? I'm showing you every tournament that I enter, all of them. Every single one of them. Back to back to back to back to back, just uploading them back to back. It's all fresh and within a series of days, so, you know, I have money in my account. I'm still up 60% return on investment, but I'm not gambling any of that money at all back to this site. Everything that I play will be free poker of some sort where I am paying absolutely 0 real money out of my pocket, because these videos, why would you invest money in something that you know is absolutely fixed? There's no way to win here, guys. The people who win the tournaments are intended to win. It's the owner of this company's friends, his family, his buddies. It's those people, dude. Pros, sponsors, somebody has to win, and it's not the little guy who's depositing a little bit of money for leisure. We're meant to be, you know, wiped out off of this site. And if you're not a known poker pro, they have no use for you. If you're a grinder poker pro, just an unknown who, you know, makes money for his, you know, mortgage and his car payments and, you know, stuff like that. So anyway, you know, if you're a good poker player like that, I don't know what to say. They're not going to help you. You're a huge threat to their site, to make money, to kill their donkeys, to have 10 people say it's rigged instead of just me. When a donkey wins all the time, of course he doesn't think it's rigged. So did you guys see that? Look, scroll up. Good luck. A pocket pair will win here. What one? A pocket pair. Am I a magician, guys? Am I a seer? No, I'm not. Just another video in the bank where Neverfall is a psychic individual who can tell you exactly what's gonna come. But if I were really psychic, wouldn't I win, guys? Anyway, Neverfall signing off, dude. You know, if I'm behind there, but what am I gonna do, guys? Is that a bad play with ace queen? Of course it's not. You know, I know I'm up against you know, I know I'm beat, of course, you know. But anyway, guys, good luck. See you at the tables.